Hello friend, we are discussing now about the Bank Regulation Act 1949. And last few lecture we discussed the sum of the provision, and today we discuss the other provision of the Bank Regulation Act 1949. We also know the background of this Bank Regulation Act 1949. The Bank Regulation Act 1949 exists in India in 1949 to regulate the all banking firms in India, like the foreign banks, cooperative banks, nationalized banks, and all scheduled or non-scheduled banks. It was passed Banking Company Act in 1949. It came into the force on 16 March 1949 and changed to the Banking Regulation Act 1949 on 1st March 1966. And applicable to Jammu and Kashmir state is also in 1956. Initially, the law is applicable only banking companies, and after that the amendment in 1965, this law is applicable to cooperative bank also. So these are the background of the Bank Regulation Act 1949. We also see the some of the provision of the Act 1949 applicable to all nationalized bank, but all provision not applicable. Some of the provisions are the applicable. So here we particularly looking the section 29, profit and loss balance sheet and audit and inspection under section 30 and 35A. So let us start with the point. So profit and loss account and balance sheet. So profit and loss account and balance sheet is the necessary to prepare by every banking company, and that's why the section 29 and 30 of Act deal with the provision in respect of account and balance sheet and profit and loss account sheet. So every banking company prepare their balance sheet under the section 29. Under this section, we are deal with the provision in the respect of the preparation of submission duly audited profit and loss account and balance sheet of banking company. So balance sheet of banking company and profit and loss account sheet is the indicator of the economic condition of the bank, and it is a true mirror which is the state the how the bank are economically strong or not. So therefore every bank prepare their balance sheet and this duly submit to the throughout their auditors. According to this provision, every banking company has prepared balance sheet and profit and loss account sheet, and the end of the last working day of financial year 31st March of each year. So financial year we count from the 1st April to 31st March. So this year's 1st April to next year 31st March. So every banking company for one economic year prepare their profit and loss balance sheet and submit to the RBI. All the banking companies incorporated in India have to cover their entire entries of business transaction through all branches in India and branches abroad also. So many of the banks, there are the many branches over all the India and some of the branches abroad also. So all entries and transaction covered into their balance sheet, and so the company is incorporated in India, so cover all their entries into their balance sheet. In case of the foreign banks, the operation in India, they also have to confirm all transaction of business in India through their financial year. So foreign bank is also complete their profit and loss sheet and complete within the financial year. Here we looking the profit and loss account balance sheet. It is the imaginative one person balance sheet. Similarly, bank also prepare their balance sheet, two side effect of their, and liability and asset show in their balance sheet. So bank also prepare their balance sheet, which is the necessary under the section 29. The signing of the statement section 2 is mentioned under the section 29. The state that the balance sheet and profit and loss account must be signed whenever the company is working in India. The banking company operates in India, that time sign must be the manager or the principal officer of company where there are more than 3 directors, at least 3 them, or whether the only 3 directors should be signed all of them. So suppose there are the 8 directors, so out of 8 there needed 3 directors signed, and only 3 directors, that time all of them sign of their profit and loss sheet and balance sheet. Outside the India, if the banking company is incorporated outside the India, the statement must be signed by the manager or agent, the principal office of the company. So manager of the foreign banks and their agent, they also sign the profit and loss sheet and balance sheet and then submit to the RBI under the section 29. So company who work in India and a company who outside the India, I mean foreign banks, they also prepare their balance sheet and submit to the RBI. Form of document subsection 3 under 29 is a deal with the form of document. So above statement is prepared from the prescribed in third schedule of banking company. So above statement means the profit and loss sheet and balance sheet is prepared by the banking company and submitted to the auditor. It is also modified the banking company by the central government issuing notification in Government Gazette. So there are some of the changes in the prescribed form. That time the government is issuing into the notification in Government Gazette, and that is the prescribed form is necessary to complete by the all banking company. So prescribed form is necessary to complete their formalities. So they prepare their balance sheet and profit and loss sheet and submit to the prescribed form. The next is the audit of balance sheet under the section 30. So section 30 deals with the audit of balance sheet and the profit and loss account. According to it, the balance sheet and the profit and loss account prepared accordance with the section 29 shall be audited by the person duly qualified under the law for the time of being the post be an auditor of companies. So there is a necessary to complete their audit with the duly qualified person, which is mentioned under the law. Audit and taxation subject is also mentioned the qualification of the auditor. So qualified and recommended auditor audit the company. So banking company complete their audit throughout the recommended auditors, and it is the highly qualified person. And approval by RBI. Every banking company has obtained prior approval of the RBI for the appointment, the reappointment and removal of any person of auditor. So every banking company has obtained the prior approval of the RBI for the appointment, reappointment or the removal of any auditor. So RBI has the authority to appoint any person an auditor and remove of the person as an auditor. So RBI appoint the auditor and RBI also right to the remove of the person from the as an auditor. So RBI have the holding power to appointment and reappointment. The special audit, the next is a mentioned point. If the RBI is of opinion that it is necessary to public interest in the interest of the banking company or deposit to do so, it may order a special audit banking company account. Suppose RBI is opinion that the bank is not running well and does not follow the rules and regulation of Bank Regulation Act and some of the malpractices done and insolvency or some of the issues created in the bank. That time bank give the order of the special audit. It may be order of special audit of banking company account, and the transaction or class transaction or period of the account may be specified in the order. A person named as an auditor for this purpose, or it may direct the auditor for the such special audit. So such special audit is checked by the auditor. The sum of the transaction, class transaction or some specific period, 1 month or last 6 months, last year, this transaction checked by the auditor. The auditor has complied with the such direction and has to make a report of such audit to RBI, and one copy has to force record of the banking company. So one copy is submitted to the RBI and one copy held by the banking company, and special audit is the in case of the when the opinion of the RBI that the necessary. So a special audit is appointed throughout the banking company and done by the banking company. So a special audit for any period of months for special issue when they create in the bank, that time we done the special audit of the banking company. The next is the audit of balance sheet under section 30. So the expenses of audit. The audit of the special audit shall be paid by banking company. So expenses of the special audit paid by the banking company only, and power of the auditor. So the power of the auditor powers exercise the functions, the rest into the discharge of duties of imposed upon him by the Act. So according to Act, what are the duties of the auditor? He can check the any record and any book and any transaction and asking for any person of the bank. So here we looking the some brief summary of the whatever we looking into the here. So here we first looking the what is we see in this lecture. So here we looking the some brief summary. So first we see the under section 29 the profit and loss sheet prepared by the every banking company. So every banking company is prepared their balance sheet under the section 29 and 30. And according to this, every banking company should be submit their profit and loss balance sheet end of the year means 31st March. And all the entries of the branch and outside the branch covered into this balance sheet. Balance sheet will be prepared, which is the show the economic condition of the bank, and the two side effect of the is mentioning that who is the sign on the this balance sheet, the sign on the managers, and at least 3 person are sign on the this statement. In outside the India, foreign bank that find their manager or agent sign on the test sheet. The fiscal form third is a schedule to banking company also is mentioned who submit to the throughout their auditors. Auditor is a duly qualified person, and appointment and reappointment of the auditor is the power of the RBI and for the special audit. The next is a special audit in the case of when the RBI is thinking that there is create some issue about the public interest. That's why the special audit is arranged for checking the transaction of special of the period of special checking of the class transaction or especially transaction. Expenses of this audit paid by the banking company, and the power of these auditors is that the checking all the records. So brief summary, the section 2930 is about the preparing profit and loss account and balance sheet of banking company, and the section 29 is deal with the provision respect of account and balance and the profit and loss account. The section 30 with the deal audit of the balance sheet and profit and loss account. So here is the end our point, profit and loss account, audit and balance sheet. So here we looking the assignment question. The write a short note on 5 marks each. So 10 marks question. There is a two provision is given under the BR Act. They explain the following provision of BR Act 1949. Preparation of profit and loss account and balance sheet and audit of balance sheet. So preparation of profit and loss account and balance sheet under section 29 for 5 marks and 5 marks for audit of balance sheet. So here we looking the questions. So thank you watching for this video, and the next time we see the next information in the next video. Thank you.